I'm joined here today by Josh Emmett. He's set to fight Mirsad Bektic at UFC Sacramento, hometown fight for him. Josh, thanks so much for joining me. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, I'm just like I said, I just got done doing a little personal with Chris Holdsworth. I'm in the sauna right now at uh, Ultimate Fitness, and then I got to get out here in about a half hour to get into another workout. So this is perfect timing. Thanks for getting me in.
For sure, man. Of course, especially ahead of this big fight. Right now, you are in the sauna. What are the benefits of being in the sauna as a fighter? I mean, why do you guys have that as such an important part of your camp?
So for me, it's just a part of the weight cut. People know I cut quite a bit of weight, so I just got a good um, hour session in, and then I just kind of hop right into the sauna, and I'll continue to get my core temperature up. I'll continue to sweat, just get some of that excess water out, and there's so many benefits um, to using a dry sauna and a hot sauna. There's tons of studies on that, and I'm just getting my body prepared for next week to really, hit it hard. And so I've been doing sauna sessions every day, um, for about a week and a half. And it's just nice because it's kind of like, not you're cheating, but it's just like I literally don't have to use any energy to get a sweat going. I
Yeah.
can just in here and do it. So it's amazing. Even though this is Uriah built, a one-stop shop for us at Cam HQ, and we have a sauna here, and I like this sauna because it's not that hot. Like, so you can literally sit in here for I've done like 45 minutes to an hour straight. It's not like some of the saunas that are like 180 to 200. I think it's around like 140 to 150. But once you crack that sweat after like 10 minutes, you can literally sit in here for another 45 minutes or so and just continue to sweat, and it's not too hot.
Yeah, I know with the sauna, you're supposed to, I think, jump in like a really cold swimming pool. Do you do that afterwards, or are you right back in the gym?
Yeah, I'm gonna go right back in the gym. We actually have some stuff in Sacramento. So there's a place called Asha Bath House in downtown Sacramento, and it's that place is amazing. I'll go there this week. I go there quite a bit. That's when they have dry and wet saunas. They have the cold plunge where you hop out of the wet or dry sauna, and then you go right into the cold water and try to do as much time as you possibly can in there. And then they have like a spa that you can go back into. You're constantly going like hot, cold, and you can just kind of hang out there as long as you like. So my wife and we go there, you know, several times and fight camp and multiple times a week.
And let's talk about this fight a little bit. It's happening here in, I believe that's your hometown, Sacramento. What was your reaction when you found out you'd be on the card?
Man, I know I was happy. I was trying to turn around and do a quick turnaround after my last fight in March, and I wanted to fight this week, and I wanted to fight on that July 6th card, the big pay-per-view card, International Fight Week. I'm yet to fight in Vegas um, on a big pay-per-view card, or being on the main card. But as my manager was talking to Sean and everything, he also said that I may want to hold off a week because the UFC was coming to Northern California, and then we found out the location was Sacramento, and that was just a no-brainer. I was like, I have to be on that card. I will be on the card. It's my hometown. It's man, it's home. So I have to do it for the city of Sacramento, and yeah, just put on a great show for them and the fans around the world. So it's going to be an amazing night. We have 6 people on the card. We're hoping to have a clean sweep, have a
Hmm.
great night, and then enjoy the summer and get back, get another fight, towards the end of the year.
Yeah, I think you're right. It was definitely a no-brainer. As soon as they mentioned Sacramento, everybody was looking at you, the Team Alpha Male guys, as everyone they need to put on the card. So it does make a lot of sense. But one person that is from Team Alpha Male that's coming back is going to be Uriah Faber. What was your reaction when you found out he'd be coming back?
I knew before. I wasn't surprised. I was fortunate enough when the UFC came to Sacramento at the new arena, the Golden One Center, 2.5 years ago. I got a fight on that card, and that was Uriah's retirement fight. So it was awesome to be a part of that, since he was like the poster boy for the WEC, the UFC for the lighter weights. I was always a fan of his before I came to his gym in 2005 when he opened it in Sacramento. Um, I saw his first fight in the UFC live, and then I got to actually fight on the same card as him on his going out fight, but he's always in the gym. The guy's super healthy. I always say he's in the gym more than some of the pros. The other professional fighters as well. Lives a healthy, clean lifestyle, and it's like he hasn't skipped a beat. He's been doing jiu-jitsu matches and stuff, doing pretty well, and that was just a way to segue him into the fight. He got back in, got his weight down, and now he's just been working on MMA eccentric stuff. But he with the time off, he says he feels like his body feels better than ever, and he's ready to just take it one fight at a time and possibly still chase for that UFC title.
I mean, was it obvious to everyone in the gym that Urijah was going to come back, or is that something that kind of came as a surprise?
What's that?
Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
I was saying, behind the scenes in the gym, did everybody know that Urijah was going to come back? Did you guys feel that he was itching, or is that something that you all kind of found out as soon as, I guess, they revealed the Sacramento card that he'd be returning?
Yeah, I kind of knew a little before it happened, just because I knew he was, wanting to come back, and when they mentioned it was going to be in Sacramento before they announced it, he was just kind of talking to me, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to be on that card as well. So it was, but we knew it was a matter of time, he's always in here. You can tell he just kind of misses it, and he went out on a good note. It wasn't like he was losing fights and doing all this stuff. He went in there and dominated the fight, and then just retired. He had a lot of other business adventures and things like that. Started a family, but now I think he's just more motivated and just wants to get back in there, and here he is.
And you are set to fight Mirsad Bektic on this card, someone who I think only has one loss on his record. What was your reaction when you found out you'd be fighting him next?
It's a tough opponent. I wanted to fight up. I only wanted to fight forward. Everyone's booked. And then Sean offered me him. He was like one of the only available ones in the top 10. I believe Mirsad's he's a tough opponent. He has one loss on his record, which was the biggest comeback in UFC history. Without that, he would be undefeated right now. He'd be in the top 5. That's why I believe he is a top 5 fighter. But we're both really similar in styles, similar body types, both come from wrestling backgrounds, powerful, athletic, explosive. So it's just going to be something that I'm going to have to go in there. We're going to see who can weather the storm more. You know what I mean? And I feel that, I'm in it to the bitter end. Like, I'll get into a fight. Like, I like to, not only UFC people that are like point fighters don't like to exchange. They're being smart, trying to go in there and win. And I'll do the same, but I don't mind it getting into a dirty dogfight where we're literally just brawling and fighting. I can fight on the outside. I can, fight on top. I can fight on the bottom. I can, close the distance, and I'll be glad to stand there and just trade with him. So we're gonna see who can weather the storm, and I do believe a big win over Mirsad puts me right back in the title contention. And my next fight, I want to fight someone in the top 3 or 5, getting me closer to that title. This is also the 3rd time Mirsad and I are supposed to fight. So, it's finally going down. 3rd time's a charm.
For sure. How do you like the matchup heading into this one?
Yeah, no, I think the matchup's great. It's going to be a tough fight. I think one of my tougher fights, just because we're so similar in style. But I do like it. It's going to be the first time in my career that I'm fighting someone the same size as me. Everyone's so much taller than me. I've been fighting 55. I fought 70s before. I fought people. Typically, they're about 5'10", 5'11". I fought people as tall as 6'4". But Mirsad's 5'8". I don't know why I said that 5'6.5". The UFC measured me on my debut, and it said I was 5'7.5", and all of a sudden it switched to 5'6.5". So it's like we're like the same height. So it's gonna be cool. We have the same reach. For once, someone doesn't have longer a reach than me. We have the same. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the fight. It is truly going to be a tough fight. But, I will rise to the occasion, and I feel like the better fighter, the better matchup brings out the best in me, and that's what's going to happen come next weekend.
And let's talk about your last fight a little bit. Obviously, huge knockout. I mean, it was a scary one too. A lot of people had a very big reaction to it. How do you look back at that fight?
Oh yeah, it went according to plan. Michael Johnson, tough veteran. I knew it was going to be a dangerous fight, and that's why after my loss with Stevens, I I was out for 13 months. I felt like everyone forgot about me. I was at one point ranked fourth in the world, getting closer to that title shot on a like expedited route. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then I lost that momentum, and so I felt like I needed a tough fight to kind of pick up where I left off. I was trying to make up for lost time, and when they threw out Michael Johnson's name with a few others, I was like, I gravitated towards that because he was the biggest name. He's been in the UFC the longest. He's one of the toughest guys. Only guy to beat Tony Ferguson in the UFC. He knocked out the current interim lightweight champion Dustin Poirier. Beat Edson Barboza. He's fought no one but the best in the lightweight division and the featherweight division, and so I knew a big win over him, what it would do for my career, and it would put me right back to where I was at before that. That hiccup with the Stevens fight, and then literally the fashion I finished it in, he's never been knocked out like that. I think he has one TKO on his record, and that was to Gaethje, but he didn't get knocked out. It was more of a I think he was just tired and wanted out, and that's kind of how that went down. So it was amazing. Took a little longer than I thought, but he was doing really well, keeping his distance in the first and second round.
Oh, you're right. Definitely was a scary knockout. Put out a big statement. I mean, obviously the UFC, they believe in you. They're putting you on this path. What did you think about the fans' reaction to it? Because it looked like we saw your knockout against Ricardo Lamas. People were like, okay. And then we saw the knockout at last fight. Now it seems like fans have sort of changed their perception in the way they look at you.
Yeah, it's the same. Like I've been saying it all along. It's like some of them you're gonna have people that are behind you 100%. You're gonna have all like the haters and naysayers, and I feel like I've said before, some of the fans in MMA are just like the most ruthless people, and I feel like it's the social media really. It gives people it gives them a voice, but I guarantee some of the stuff they say on social media they want to say to any of our face. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, it's okay. It's the same thing when I made my UFC debut on a 4-day notice across the world against a tough opponent, John Tuck. Everyone was counting me out. Like, who's this guy? John Tuck's going to walk through him. The only people that believed in me were the people that actually know me. I knew what I was going to do for sure. My coaches, teammates, friends, family were 100% behind me. They knew what I was going to do. And so I kind of shocked people there. And you ask anyone, I always say this, ask anyone on the team who hits the hardest, and I guarantee 9 out of 10 will say me. So I know I have the power. I know I can knock anyone out in any weight class. It doesn't matter if I land a clean punch. So now I think just people are, seeing that, and it's just with the featherweight division too. That's why I made the cut too. I always wanted to fight at featherweight in the UFC, but since I was winning at 55, I just stayed there. And those people are just physically big people. I'd hit them, I'd rock them, I'd drop some, but I feel like at featherweight, I hit them once, clean shot, and they're just out. Even if you think about it, I think before that last fight, with 3 featherweight fights, I was tied for third most knockdowns in the featherweight division. That's 3 fights, and then I knocked down another one. So I think I'm tied for second with most knockdowns in UFC history in the featherweight division with 4 fights. I would get that number 1 spot soon, and with the shortest amount of fights, and I also have the most knockdowns in a single round. I think Conor McGregor held that record with 3 against Eddie Alvarez, and then I broke it when I fought Felipe Rantes in my debut with knocking him down 4 times. I would knock him out 5 times if the cage held him up for 1.
And what kind of fight are you expecting with him? Are you expecting this to be sort of a back and forth brawl? Are you expecting to dominate maybe in one area? What kind of fight are you expecting?
Really, whatever. I always give my opponents a lot of respect. My coaches say too much respect, but I see how good they are. I see the people they fought and beat, and the caliber of fighters that they fought and beat. So I don't know until I get in there. Like, I won't know until we clinch up, so I can feel how strong he is. I won't know how fast he is or how hard he hits until he hits me and until I can see it. And but I'm well rounded. Like, I come from a wrestling background. Like, I feel like I beat him at any area. Like, if we were just to wrestle, I will beat him. Jiu-jitsu, I'll beat him. Striking, I'll beat him. I just have to mix it all up, implement everything, stick to the game plan, stay calm and composed. And but I'm really up for anything. No one's seen my wrestling. No one's seen my jiu-jitsu in the UFC. They would just think I'm a boxer. But I've wrestled since a little kid. I wrestled junior college and at the 4-year level. So that's nothing new to me. And but I'll be prepared for anything. I really will. I do believe this is going to be a tough fight. And like I said, I will rise to the occasion, and Mirsad Bektic will bring out the best in me. So I'm up for wherever the fight goes.
All right, now keeping that in mind, and just have one more for you. What are you predicting for this fight? How does this fight play out?
Just me getting my hand raised. I don't know how it's going to happen. Obviously it'd be first punch I land, knock him out. That'd be awesome. But I really do believe it's going to be a tough fight, and I'm willing to go through anything, as long as I do get my hand raised at the end. But then thinking about that, like, I could honestly finish it anywhere. I could knock him out. I could TKO him. I could submit him. I could pull off a decision. It really doesn't matter. It's hard for me to predict fights and say how things are going to go, because fighting is it's just unforgiving, and it's when two of the best guys in the world are fighting, it's literally inches, and you have to have a little bit of luck on your side. You know what I mean? So it's like, who lands first, or what area do you land that punch on? But yeah, it's I'll be ready, and I'm going to go out there and entertain. I'm going to please the fans, and I'm going to be doing whatever I can to get my hand raised.
All right, well, thanks so much for the time, Josh. Really appreciate it. This is going to be a great fight, man. I know everyone's looking forward to it.
All right, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.